Yes. Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody. I got a very special guest today. Edgar and Terry are with me today because we're going to do, right, Edgar? Hold on. Let me show everybody. Today's book and theme is Wag a Dog. Hold on. I'm going to get my camera. There we go. And Edgar and Terry are going to help us out today. We are going to have so much fun. So there's quite a bit of characters in here. And as you can imagine, they're all puppy dogs and people walking puppy dogs. So everybody, come on down. Can we start just by sitting down? Just like Edgar's sitting down. You see Edgar sitting down? I don't know if you can see Terry, but Edgar's laying down. But if you can just sit down, you don't have to lay down. And let's start just like Edgar is. Just nice and chilled out. And he's kind of panting because he's a little hot, but kind of notice how you're feeling, huh? You feeling a little hot, a little cold? Just kind of come inside, see if you can just notice anything. And take a nice big inhale and exhale out. Just go, right? Like inhale again. Bring it all the way down to your belly. And exhale out. This time go, That's actually lion's breath, but we'll call it dog breath today. Okay, let's do dog breaths one more time. So inhale again. Remember, you're going to bring it all the way down to your belly. So inhale. And let's do dog breath. Getting all that bad energy out, right? Okay, so let's come to tabletop, which actually we'll call it dog stance today. Oh, I'm getting kisses today. Oh, goodness, I'm going to get kisses. Okay, let's do cat-cows. Okay, so round your back up like a kitty cat, and then drop your belly down like a cow. Edgar's does this sometimes. So round your belly up. Edgar, you're going to get excited for us? And drop your belly. He might have went and got one of his toys. Edgar, get your toy. Get Teddy. Round your back up. One more time. And drop your belly. All right, come into a flat back. Okay. Now I'm going to show you puppy dog pose. Puppy dog pose is when you walk your hands just a little forward and you're going to take your forehead, okay, and just bring your forehead to the floor, okay? I'm not going to come all the way down because you may not hear me, but your forehead, and you see my butt is kind of sticking up in the air. That's puppy pose, okay? So come on back up and then sit back into puppy pose. So bring your forehead down to the floor and then inhale up to puppy. All right. And then let's do something really fun. I forgot about this part because I was showing you before. Let's just move our butt side to side like we have a tail. We actually do have a little tailbone down there, but just move back and forth. This is so good. Just kind of warming you up, and it's kind of fun to do. Just go back and forth. All right, come down to puppy pose. And then come on up to tabletop. All right, now walk your hands back to your knees and come up on your knees. And you know how like sometimes dogs do paws? Do a paw. All right, so come on back down and walk back down to tabletop. Okay, wag your tail and then come down to puppy pose. Come on back up to tabletop or dog stance, we're calling it today. Walk your hand back. You're going to come up again, okay? Come on up again onto your knees. And then do you remember which paw you brought up? We'll bring the other paw up, just like a dog does, you know, when you offer him a treat. And then come on back down. All right, walk your hands down again to tabletop, okay? Waggle, waggle, waggle if you want to. Drop your forehead down to puppy pose. And then come on back up to tabletop. All right, we're going to add on now, all right? So walk your hands a little forward and then come on down to your belly. Now bring your hands down by your chest, okay? And then you know how sometimes dogs look up like they'll hear the doorbell ring? It's like pretend you'd hear the doorbell ring. Ding dong, right? Isn't that what dogs do? Okay, and then come on back down. Come on back up the tabletop. Okay, sit back into puppy pose, so just the forehead to the ground. Come on back up the tabletop. Walk your hands back. Okay, we're going to come up for treat, right? Paw. Come on back down. Walk your hands forward. You can do a wag, wag, wag. And then walk your hands all the way down. You're going to lower yourself all the way down, okay? Just like a dog does. Ding dong. He lifts his chest up, his neck up, and he looks around, right? All right, come on back down and sit back. And let's do just wagging our dog. Wag, 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 wag. Too much fun. Boy, that was just way too much fun. All right, let's do our real dog. All right, you guys know how to do, you people, you young people, or I don't know, maybe there's older people there doing this too. Curl your toes under, okay? You ready to come up into that real downward dog. So you're lifting your sit bones up in the air. All right, and you're maybe wagging your butt back and forth. Just be very careful you don't fall over, okay? Wag, wag, wag. Boy, are we cool, right? And then come on back down to tabletop and sit back into puppy pose. Now come on back up to you're going to come up to downward facing dog again. So lift your sit bones up. All right, now this time, take your right foot up. Can you get your right foot up? And can you pretend that it's a tail and wag it side to side? You can keep your right knee bent and just move it back and forth. Wag, wag, wag. Bring it back down. Now let's come back down to puppy pose. So bring your forehead back down to the floor. Come on back up to tabletop, or dog stance, we're calling it today. Okay, lift your sit bones up, right, into downward facing dog. Now remember which foot you had up in the air as your tail. Let's bring the other foot up. Wag, wag. It's just like we're using it as a dog tail, right? That's our dog tail. Come on back down. Sit back down. And let's come into the child's pose. It's the real baby puppy pose. So sit on all the way down. Nice and chilled out. All right. Come on back up. Okay. Curl your toes under again. Let's come up into downward facing dog. Okay. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. You're pressing your palms down into the floor. Do you notice that? Okay. Slowly walk your feet behind your hands. Okay. And now we're hanging down. So I wish Edgar, come here. I wanted to show, like, if you're down, this is the downward stance to pet a dog, right? We're leaning down to pet a dog. Nice puppy, but it's actually a forward fold, right? So bring your hands to your legs. Slide your legs up to your knees. And just inhale halfway up, okay? And then exhale all the way back down. And your forehead down to the floor, or your crown of your head is going down towards the floor, petting the puppy on the floor. And then let's stand nice and slowly all the way up. Maybe reach our arms up. Really reach them up. Woo! Bring your hands together. Bring them down by your heart. And then bring them down by your sides. Okay. Coming into a mountain pose. Okay. Actually, this is the waiting for the dog to do his business pose today, right? So we're standing and we're waiting for the puppy to do whatever they're doing. But we're standing nice and still and really noticing our feet in the ground and taking a nice big inhale. Let's actually do our dog breath. How do we do that? So inhale in and then exhale your mouth out. Dog breath. Okay. Bring your hands to your hips. Okay. And we're going to jump our feet out to the side. You ready? Bend your knees and then jump them out. Okay, now we got a wide stance. So this is going down to pet the puppy pose today, okay? So inhale your arms way up, and then exhale, fold down. Can you touch the ground? If you can't touch the ground, maybe you can move your feet out a little wider, okay? So again, we're pretending that we're petting the puppy on the ground. But actually, you know how we're doing this? We're pressing the sides of our feet into the ground and really opening up our legs. Do you feel the inside of your legs working? That's good. That's really good. And maybe the dog just ran through your legs and you want to look underneath your legs, between your legs. It's like, where did that puppy go? All right, let's do something fun. So walk your hands. Can you walk them over this way? I believe it's to your left. All right, can you bend your left knee? And you're reaching out to the corner of that mat, okay? Maybe the puppy's way over there and you got to reach them. Do you notice that straight leg is kind of pressing into the earth? All right, and then come on back and then slowly walk your hands to the center again. Stay in the center. And then, whoops, there the dog went running right through your leg again. So you're looking under your legs. And then come back up a little bit. And then walk your hands over, I believe, to your right foot, okay? And then bend that right knee. So now the left leg's all straight. Do you feel that? Now reach out. Can you reach out to the other end of the mat? Come here, puppy. All right. Edgar got scared. Come on back forward. All right, now here we go. We're going to heel and then toe and then heel, toe, just like heel dog, right? Heel, toe. Now bring your hands to your hips and slowly. Oh my goodness, are we all the way up already? Yay. Okay. This is going to be kind of fun. So you know how we always do balance poses. So come on up on your toes and back on your heels and up on your toes and back on your heels. You know what? Can we practice something before we do this? Come on up to the front of the mat. Let's do a practice run before we do the standing stuff. So inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold down. All right, now come on back into that tabletop, or what we're called dog stance today. Okay, so we're going to practice this. So let's bring your left arm forward. Can you do that? That's good. Now bring the left hand down just for a second. Now bring your right leg back. Okay, remember how we did the tail? And bend the right leg. Okay, can you feel that? That's like your tail, right? Now, again, bring that left arm forward, okay? And if you want to, you can try and wag your tail if you want, right? So we're doing kind of a little bird dog, but we're calling it bird wag dog here. All right, come on back down. Okay, practice. So bring the right arm forward, right? Comes forward, bring it back down. And bring the left leg back, okay? Bend your knee, okay? Now bring the right arm forward, okay? And maybe you want to wag if you want to, unless you fall over. Don't fall over, okay? Find your balance. And then come on back down. Bring the knee back down. All right, you ready to go into downward dog? Yes. Curl your toes under. Lift the sit bones up. Woo, wagging the dog, right? Take a nice big inhale and exhale, okay? And then trot your feet behind your hands. Do dogs trot? I think they do. All right, bring your hands to your shins and then slide halfway up, right? Exhale down. And then slide all the way out. Bring your arms out. Flying up. We're flying dogs. Bring your hands together and bring it all the way through to your heart, so you always connect with your heart, and bring your hands down. Okay. Okay, so remember how we just did that wag bird dog on the floor? We're going to do it standing up. So come up on your toes, back on your heels, so you know that you're got some balance. And I know you have balance, but if you need to grab a wall or a chair, that's cool, okay? So let's start with that left leg. So the left leg's kicking back, just like we were doing. You remember the wag the dog? But you might fall over if you start wagging too soon, right? So hold the left foot back, right? So there it is. Now bring that right arm forward. Woo! Can you maybe wag the dog real slow? Balance, 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 right? Good job. Keep doing it. I know I can see you guys through YouTube. You people, you young people. And then come on back down. Isn't that fun? It's actually called dancer, but we're calling it standing wag the bird dog pose today, okay? All right, now let's do the other side. So this will be your right foot. So you really have to root that left leg in, okay? And maybe stare at something on the floor that's not moving and bring the leg back. All right, okay, you got your balancing. And if you remember, if you need to grab onto a wall or anything, that's all right. And maybe bring the left arm up. Okay, you can wag your tail if you want, right? Whatever works for you, okay? But see if you can balance. And notice what's going on, like how much you're using in that standing leg. It's really good to know that. And then come on back down and then shake it all out, right? You know how like dogs, like let's just shake it like a wet dog, okay? This is really good, especially after you like all of a sudden got angry at somebody. Just shake it on out, okay? Like a wet dog. All right, come on to the front of your mat. Kind of want to go through a sprinkler today, just like a wet dog. Okay, inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, let's fly all the way down. Slide your hands up your knees and come halfway up. And then exhale down, pet that dog on the floor. Okay, let's come all the way down and sit back into puppy pose. Ooh, you can wag your pup if you want to. That's good. All right, when you're ready, come on down to your belly. Come on down to the belly. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again, like we just did, the bird pup. Okay, so bring your arms out in front like you're karate chopping the earth, okay? And then bring the right arm up to the sky, just like with your thumb up, okay? And it's straight up, all right? And then bend that left foot, okay? And you can wag the tail. Hold it up there, but bring that left thigh off the ground. If you feel that and you're keeping your arm up, excellent work. Come on back down. Whew, that wagging sure gets you, huh? Okay, other arm. So it's your left arm. Thumbs up. Bring it up to the sky, okay? Bend the right leg. Lift the thigh up. You can wag. Keep the thigh up. Do you notice all the work you're doing with your butt? Yeah. Can you imagine what dogs go through? Come on back down. Whew, that's a tough one. Hey, can we do that again? It's kind of fun. Okay, right arm, thumbs up, bring it up to the sky, bend the knee, wag, 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 wag. All right. Did I say to bring the left thigh up? Yep, there you go. Come on back down. I think you're getting it. It's like the opposite side. It's kind of nice to bring opposite sides up together. It really works your brain. Okay, left arm, thumb up. Bring the right foot up. Bend the knee. Wag, 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 wag. Okay, you're lifting that thigh, moving it around if you want, and then come on back down. Oh, that's too much fun, isn't it? Too much fun. All right, I got a funny one for you too. So come on up to tabletop again, okay? Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Do around your cat and drop down into cow. Now, you know when dogs, they have to, male dogs, okay? We're talking male dogs here, okay? These are called fire hydrants. So you're going to keep your knee bent, your right knee bent, and then bring it up to the side. And then bring it back down, and then bring it back up. What does this remind you of? And bring it back down. And then bring it back up. And bring it back down. Do you know what you're working here? Do you realize how many muscles a dog has to work in order to bring their knees up and down? That's a lot. And then come on back down. And then you can wag your tail just to loosen that up a little bit. Okay, so now the left knee is going up. You're keeping your knee bent, and then come on back down. And knee up, and come on back down. And maybe inhale that knee up, and come on back down. You're getting so strong doing this. And knee up, and come on back down. And then sit back into puppy pose. Woo! I got a really funny one for you too. Okay, so that was fire hydrant. So come on down. I'm going to come this side because I have my microphone on. Come on down to a side, okay? And you could come up on your elbow if you want, but it's kind of just like those fire hydrants. But you know how dogs, and I wish I could demonstrate this with Edgar, but he got all shy and ran away. What happens when a dog, like, they really love getting their belly rubbed? So we're going to pretend like, you know, sometimes they're down like this. So you're on your side. And then lift this is the left knee up. And they're just starting to come up. And then bring it back down. And then lift up, like scratching the belly. And then come on back down. And then lift it up, scratching the belly. Come on back down. And then lift it up and scratch it back down. There's so many muscles that dogs have around their hind area. All right, let's switch sides, okay? In order to do what they need to do. And they love getting their bellies rubbed, okay? So remember, you're down on your side. I can't come down because I got a microphone on there. So lift the right knee up and scratch your belly. And come on back down like that. And lift the leg up, scratch your belly, and come on back down. This is too much fun. And then lift the leg up and scratch your belly. Come on back down. All right, come on up to a seated position. You know, it's kind of fun. Actually, you know, this will be kind of fun to do. So bring your legs out into a V. And tell me something. Are you going around like this? Like, are you in a V and then you're rounded like that? See if you can walk your hands up your thighs and straighten your back up, okay? Can you do that instead of being like this? See if you can come back up. Do you notice the difference? Really notice the difference, okay? It's much better for you this way. Okay, so let's sit up like this, and let's take our hands down, okay? So we're sitting like a dog, right? And do you notice, like, a dog, I don't think they can really round their back so much as we can. I don't know, I'm not a veterinarian, but let's sit up, okay? Just like we want it, we're waiting for a milk bone, right? This is a nice sitting up. So can you feel your back kind of straight? I hate using that word straight because the back's really not straight. But see if you can feel it straight. Now walk your paws a little bit forward, but don't start rounding. Keep yourself up, okay? So now you're reaching for the bone. Reaching for the bone, right? Feel that stretch, and then feel it. Now, where are you feeling stretches? Where are you feeling muscles? Or you can bend your knees if you need to, too. That's okay. Okay? All right, and then walk your paws back up and sit up and go, thank you very much. All right, you want to bring your paws together, your hind legs together. Some dogs, I think, can do this. Actually, when they lay on their bellies, they can do this. But let's do butterflies. So we're butterflying because we were doing all kinds of fun. Oh, well, look who joined us. Okay. Will you show us some yoga poses, Mr. Edgar? Well, thank you very much. He's going to show us, well, I'll show you. Come on around, okay? And let's come nice and slowly down to our backs, okay? All the way down onto our backs, okay? So now, so bring your legs up. You know how we had our knees bent, okay? Edgar, you're in the way. Now we're going to have to kind of figure this one out with so that Edgar's laying down. So here he's scratching the belly, okay? So take your right foot, okay, and then bring it straight out, but don't let it touch the ground. Take your left arm up to the sky. Can you do that? And then bend your right knee and bring your left arm down, okay? Now bring your left leg straight out, but don't touch the ground. And bring your right arm up to the ground. We're kind of doing a bird dog. And then bring it back down and bring your knee back in at the same time. Okay, ready? We're going to do opposites again. I hope you can do this with me. So right leg goes out, left arm goes up to the sky. Woo! And then bend the right knee back in like you're sitting in a chair and bring the left arm down. Okay, right leg goes straight out, left arm goes up to the sky. Okay, hold it up there. We notice where you're working. And then bring it back in. All right, Edgar's kissing me. All right, bring your feet down to the floor. And you can tee your arms out to the side. So just like a puppy dog, just move your legs side to side like a tail, going really slow. But it's actually, you know, like a windshield wiper. So move your knees back and forth. Okay, really, really nice and slow. Feeling really good. What time we got? We got more time for one more. So let's see if we can get Edgar to help us with this next one. So we're going to come up into a bridge because sometimes dogs like going into bridge. So really plant your feet into the floor, okay? And maybe grab the sides of your mat, or you can push your elbows into the earth, okay? And then slowly lift your sit bones up to the sky, okay? And this is kind of, we'll call it the dog cave. Okay, we're doing the dog cave. So that if Edgar wanted to climb underneath or your dog wanted to climb underneath us, they could. But what we want to do while we're up in the dog cave position is really make sure that our knees aren't buckling in and they're not going way out to the side, but they're staying nice and aligned with these hip bones, right? That's what you want to think about, right? Hold it up there. Edgar, you going to go under the dog cave? Go, there he goes. He's going under the dog cave. All right, walk out. Watch out. Okay, make sure nobody's in the dog cave, and then lower yourself all the way down. How do you feel? Doesn't that feel good? Sure does. All right, let's do one more windshield wiper, or what we'll call dog wagger. Drop your knees to one side and then drop them on the other, but don't move your shoulders, okay? Keep your shoulders on the ground and just move side to side, nice and slowly and gently. Okay, just like Edgar and Terry here. I wish you could see Terry. Maybe I should move the camera, but if I do, they'll all move out of the way. Straighten your legs out, okay? You see how we're all laying down on the ground. And when you're down there, just like a dog would or a cat or anybody, do you notice at your skin, your body touching the floor? Can you notice that? Do you notice how maybe you start to get a little relaxed? Like, think about relaxing. You may be thinking about, oh, I want to get up and go get a cookie or something like that. But just for a moment, just feel what it's like to just kind of relax down, just like Edgar is with me. And he got up. Edgar, come down, down. There we go. There we go. Okay. And just relax. It's really nice to do this. All right. So you can start moving your paws, your paws around if you want, just to put a little movement. And then roll over on your right side and come into that side belly scratch position like Edgar and I are in right now. And then let's slowly come on back up to a seated position, just like we started, okay? And just like wag the dog or wag the tail here, just like we were doing. Zigzag, wow, wow, wow. Wag a tail, wag a tail. We know how, don't we? All right, for a moment, I'm sorry, Edgar, I didn't mean to do that. For a moment, just sit for a moment. Just sit. Do you feel your sit bones on the floor? Just like your dog's is. And then bring your hands into namaste. And let's do one more dog breath. So inhale and exhale out. Thank you very much for joining me. Namaste. And don't forget the book today, or any book. Go to your library and pick out your books. This one's today's. I had a really good time. Come again. Thanks.